All right, hello fifth grade families. Today we have another lesson here. We were working on lesson 2.3, estimating quotients, then adjusting. For the past couple of days in class, I feel pretty good about where we left off, so hopefully homework goes well. And so what this is almost exactly the same thing that we were doing in the previous lesson of 2.2, estimating quotients, but we're just adding another layer to this one. And so what we are going to do is check to see if our estimation was correct. And so if I gave you a problem, such as 648 divided by 81, and I wanted to see what the answer is to this, I would first look at this problem and understand this is not something I could do easily in my head. So I'm going to change these numbers to make easy numbers in my head. So I always want to start with the divisor. The divisor is where I want to start because this is the number of groups, and I want this to be the closest number to the actual. So I have 81 groups, or 81 as my divisor. A number that's close to 81, we could say is 80. Okay. So now I'm thinking about multiples of 8 that are close to 648. And so I always tell my students to underline the first two digits. This is going to help. So I have a number of 64. I'm looking for multiples of 8 that are close to 64. If you know your math facts, that probably came pretty easy. But if not, you could always write down your multiples of 8, trying to find the one that's closest to 64. We have 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64. Oh, well, look at that. I landed exactly on the number that I underlined, so I actually don't need to change it. 64 is the closest multiple of 8. I take this 8 that we did not have underlined, and I change it to a 0. So we have found a close and compatible number to our original, and I use the multiples of 8 because that's what I had over here in this number. Now I'm set up with 640 divided by 80, and this is an easy problem that we can solve because I could just go ahead and cross off the zeros, cancel them out, and then I'm left with 64 divided by 8, which is 8. So my estimated quotient is 8, but we don't know if my estimated quotient is accurate until I check it using multiplication. So now I'm going to use part of the problem that I started off with, and again, I'm going to look at my divisor. And so if I know that I have 81 groups, and I'm saying that in each one of those groups I have 8, I need to multiply these two numbers, and then I'm hoping that once I multiply this, I'm going to get 648. If I get 648 when I multiply, then my answer is accurate, and I don't need to make any adjustments. If I don't get 648, then we'll have to look to see if I need to adjust. So here we go. 8 times 1 is 8. 8 times 8 is 64. And as you can see, I landed exactly on the number I was supposed to. They match. So then therefore, 648 divided by 81 is 8. And that is my answer, no adjustments needed. Okay. So now what we could do is look at another problem, and I'm going to do 119 divided by 17. And so we are going to do the same exact steps that I did on this one. 17 is what the number I'm going to look at first. It's my divisor. I want to change 17 to a number that's close to 17. That makes this easy. So I'm going to pick 20. 20 is close to 17. 20 is also an easy number for me to work with. I'm then going to underline the first two digits. And then I'm thinking about multiples of 2 that are close to 11. So I would say 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Oh, look at that. So I'm actually right in between these two. 11 would technically be right in between. So it's close to 10, but it's also close to 12. When we're picking our numbers, we always want to be the most accurate from the beginning. Okay, so yes, they are both the same, but do you guys see this 9 right here? This 9 is telling me that I'm actually closer to the 12, because this number makes this number go higher. Okay, if you would have picked the 10 in the beginning, it actually will still work, but you might just have to do more adjusting. So we always want to just try to pick the closest number too. Okay, so but for this case, we are going to pick 12. The 9 will then turn into a 0. And this is just a rounded number closest to 119. We could go ahead and cross off the zeros. Those cancel out when we divide. So now I'm just left with 12 divided by 2. 12 divided by 2 is 6. So my estimated quotient for this problem is 6. Again, I want to check and adjust if needed. Take my divisor from my original problem, 17. I multiply it by 6, my estimated quotient, and I'm hoping that I land on 119. So let's go ahead and solve. 6 times 7, it's 42. I write down the 2, carry the 4. 6 times 1, it's 6, plus 4 is 10. And as you can see, I did not land on 119. Therefore, I'm going to make some adjustments. Well, because my estimated amount was lower than my actual needed, I need to adjust my estimated quotient to go higher. So instead of 6, I would say, let's try 7 and see what we get. Oops. So I have 17 times 7 now. So I adjusted my 6 to make it a 7. We're going to do the same thing. 7 times 7 is 49. 7 times 1 is 7, plus 4 is 11. And as you can see, my actual answer matches up now. So then I can say 119 divided by 17 equals 7. Not. And we could even cross this one off. This one is no good. It did not work for our answer. Okay, so that would go the same way. If this number was too high, it was more than 119, then my adjustment would just need to go lower. And I could make those adjustments as needed. Okay, and good luck on the homework. Let me know if you guys need any help with it. Other than that, I'll see you guys on Monday. Have a good one.